WrestleMania Backlash had a lot of highs and lows, so we'll take a look at the biggest stories coming out of that premium live event, including Charlotte Flair's hiatus, Roman Reigns, and the expansion of Judgment Day. Let's start things off with Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey have been feuding with each other for 5 months now. It's been a never-ending feud that all started way back at the beginning of the year. Originally, fans thought that Ronda Rousey would be crowned the new champion at WrestleMania, but WWE was able to swerve the fans and had Charlotte retain at WrestleMania. But when these two got another match for Backlash, it all started to become obvious once again that this would be Ronda's crowning moment, and that's exactly what it turned out to be. Ronda Rousey defeated Charlotte Flair and made her quit the match to become the new Smackdown Women's Champion. Everyone assumed that this feud still wasn't over because now Charlotte was obviously wanting a rematch. But not that fast. Turns out that Charlotte Flair is headed out on a lengthy hiatus from WWE. WWE reported that Charlotte allegedly had a fractured radius due to the brutal match with Ronda Rousey. This appears not to be an actual legitimate injury for Charlotte Flair. It appears to be storyline related that will write her off WWE television for a long extended period of time. The average recovery time for this storyline injury that WWE gave Charlotte Flair could be anywhere from 3 months to 1 year. Now, Charlotte most likely won't be gone for a full year, but it'll definitely be a couple of months away from WWE. The big rumor is that Charlotte's wedding is also coming up in the near future, so that may turn out to be one of the big celebrations she has over this WWE hiatus. Maybe we're looking at late summer, early fall return for Charlotte, best case scenario. So that's something to keep an eye on, but for now, Charlotte will be taking a break. The SmackDown Women's division now rests in the hands of the new champion, Ronda Rousey. Charlotte will definitely be missed, and it's hard to lose a top star like that. Her absence will obviously hurt the women's division. But on the bright side, Ronda's title reign will now get a fresh new start with a fresh challenger right off the bat. A lot of names being thrown around right now by the fans to be Ronda's first challenger. One good guess is Lacey Evans. Lacey has been getting built up on WWE television for several weeks now, with detailed backstory and even made her physical return to SmackDown right before Backlash. So Lacey Evans would be a truly credible name for Ronda Rousey to feud with. The other big name is of course Bayley. What's one way to fill the void of one horsewoman taking a break from WWE? Well, how about replacing that void with the long-awaited return of another 4-horsewoman member? Bayley. Bayley has been out of action since July 2021 and hasn't even competed in front of fans since early 2020. So Bayley has been itching to get back into the ring in front of fans for 2 years now, and SmackDown just took a big hit to their SmackDown Women's division that she can definitely fix. Bayley is still a WWE free agent. Technically, she can still show up on either Raw or SmackDown. But common sense tells us that Bayley will most likely return to SmackDown. Raw has a stacked women's division from top to bottom, while SmackDown is in need of some help, especially now with the absence of Charlotte Flair. So if Bayley makes her big return to SmackDown to be the next big heel for Ronda to feud with, that serves as another major program to keep the SmackDown women's division floating for a while. So be on the lookout for big changes coming to the SmackDown women's division now that Charlotte is away. WrestleMania Backlash's main event was the 6-man tag team match between The Bloodline versus RK Bro and Drew McIntyre. Some fans liked the match, while other fans did have criticisms and called it a glorified SmackDown main event. One big issue with this match is that, yes, it honestly didn't add much to Roman Reigns' story or give it any real progression at all. There was a very popular and great fan theory out there for this match that would have progressed the story and added a lot of purpose to the match. The popular fan theory was that Drew McIntyre would win the match for his team, specifically by pinning Roman Reigns. Now remember the fact that Roman hasn't been pinned for a 3 count since December 2019, going on 900 days ago. So Drew McIntyre pinning Roman Reigns in the 6-man tag match would not only put an end to that 3-year-long streak, but it would also give Drew McIntyre a clear-cut case to now have a title match with Roman Reigns. So if that's how the closing moments of the 6-man tag match would have gone, then that would have been great and would have legitimately pushed the story forward, leading to Roman versus Drew. But in reality, Roman just pinned Riddle and the match comes off as being sort of pointless for not pushing the story forward. Drew scoring that pinfall victory over Roman would have been huge, because now the narrative that Drew pinned Roman before, so he can do it again in a title match, would start up, and that would make the feud even more interesting because it would feel like Drew McIntyre has a psychological edge on Roman that none of his past opponents ever had. So yes, that was a big missed opportunity for the 6-man tag match, but hopefully Roman's story gets back on track real soon. One of the most memorable and bigger moments coming out of Backlash was the expansion of Edge's Judgment Day with another new member. Rhea Ripley came out to interfere with Edge and AJ Styles' match. After Edge was successful in beating AJ Styles, Rhea would drop to one knee and pledge her allegiance to Edge. Rhea Ripley and Edge raised their hands together, officially marking the beginning of Rhea's time in Judgment Day. Rhea Ripley was first rumored to join Edge literally a few days after Damian Priest was revealed as the first member, and those reports were true once again. During the Raw after WrestleMania, if you go back and watch it, Rhea Ripley appeared backstage with Liv Morgan, and there was a purple light directly behind Rhea. Coincidence or not, that sure does seem like a hint now for what we just saw go down at WrestleMania Backlash. So Edge now has Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley at her disposal, a very strong big 3 members to the group. A lot of fans are worried about Judgment Day's direction and Rhea Ripley. Will Rhea Ripley just be a manager going forward, or will she be active as a competitor? That's one concern out there, but a lot of fans pointed out Edge will be looking out for both Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. Edge is obviously a big fan of both Ripley and Priest in real life, so he'll definitely make sure they're taken care of and treated well. So yeah, we definitely have to wait and see what the direction is for Judgment Day. Factions with good motives can sometimes lose direction, like Retribution for example. But considering this faction is led by huge stars like Edge, it should stay on track and it should stay in good hands. Being with Edge will definitely elevate Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. Fans feel like Judgment Day isn't finished adding new members at all. Fans have been discussing the idea of Damian Priest maybe getting his own tag team partner. Maybe they're able to convert Finn Balor and he goes from Damian Priest's rival to tag partner. Maybe Rhea Ripley gets her own tag team partner. Maybe someone that truly fits the theme of Judgment Day, like Alexa Bliss. If there's any character that fits the theme of Judgment Day and is fully lost in the shuffle right now, it's Alexa Bliss. If there's nothing else for her to really do, and they have absolutely no clue what to do with her, throwing her alongside Edge may be a decent fallback option. Alexa's character has obviously worked close with Bray Wyatt before, so she has some experience in that field of being led by a supernatural leader. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below, don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys!